contest on. Round one, heat number one, featuring the rookie Wade Carmichael, taking on one of the best ever in this wave, specifically Jeremy Flores, and also Joan Duru in his second start here at Teahupo'o, Tahiti. Exciting one to kick things off. 35-minute heats scored on their top two. As we look like we'll have our opening ride here. Flores just up and out. Warm-up ride there. So now Carmichael and Joan Duru will fight for priority for the next wave.
Can't see it from in here as we see up and riding Jeremy Flores.
Flores, second wave, just another up and out. Just feeling his board. He knows how to identify a really good wave, but sometimes on these crossed up swells, you just got to check it out. And it wasn't just waiting the next year. He had to wait a handful of years before his official debut last season.
That's a heartbreak, isn't it? But Jeremy again. Well, Jeremy's plan is obvious, and with that priority, this is what I'm happy to see, is if you're going to go them, you may as well make them count or not go, and try and get some control over that. Sure, you could just, play around like it's a beach break and hope you bump into something good. But at the same time, we don't know what is a scoring ride, what is not. That scale hasn't been set.
More waves on the way. Duru getting his first of the morning. Just lining up a section, hoping that he gets to pull in, and he'll just be left searching.
And that's where the difficulty is, isn't it? You can see the confusion there. Do I go to turns and hit this lip? Or do I go for the tube? And as it was, he decided to stall, wait for that tube. It didn't do anything. There was nothing forthcoming, so he decided to cut out. Joan's having a go.
Duru, wave number two. Here comes the windup. Lays down a front side carve. Wise decision to lay that rail down a second time. There's that dry reef showing up. He'll blow the fins, sit on the roof, and wisely hold that position out the back. It is so dry in there. If he would have come down with that landing, he would have lost his fins, could have broke his board in half.
But again, here's the replay of Joan.
Joan Duru, how'd you like this first turn?
I liked it, and it showed more intent. He obviously realised that, hey, I may as well, if I'm going, like I was saying, if you're going them, you may as well bank them. Throws it off the top, drifts the tail, and goes, oh, I think I like it up here better.
So Duru getting a couple of wraps done. Carmichael going down for the three-turn combination. Finish has been exciting, especially this size. It's Carmichael's turn. Wade, nice power wrap. Hard off the bottom, big vertical. Can he fit in one more section here? He'll jam down a third maneuver right before he runs out of water. Three-turn combination for the rookie on tour.
Great control and composure in the lineup, and then showed it on the wave face as well. He looked confident, and that's the perfect sort of start. Obviously, you want to get barreled and drop an 8 or a 9, but in these conditions, it's going to be about building that score, creating a foundation early, which he's done there, and he'll obviously be in the lead.
Nice start, and it's just refreshing when you really hype up a kid's forehand hack, and then you get to watch what he can do with the left here, Martin.
So he's patient at the start there, gets straight up into it, drives that rail out of the top. Another beautiful turn. The money was in that one for sure. Little stuck there at the bottom for a second, so it wasn't quite as fluid into the third.
We're starting to think, okay, how's that hamstring going to be feeling after that injury at the U.S. Open? More on that in a moment. We've got live action. Jeremy Flores trying to pull under the hood, and he goes straight down.
Which is such a shame because he gave away that right to priority early. There's Wade Carmichael, though.
Roll in for Carmichael, and just straight up and out. Little opportunity out the back. Duru with priority. He'll hold his position. A tough move for them. Great move for Joan Duru. Now holding his position when you're just chasing a 2-8-1. Carmichael's going to look to make up for that. First turn, a little power hack off the top. Blows the tail, incomplete on the reverse. We're just enjoying seeing a couple of backhand whips. We always see his forehand featured, especially at Jeffreys Bay.
They feel like it's a reflection on them and their potential, but here's Joan Duru.
Duru, fun-looking section for a goofy footer. Little setup work. Right out in front, just a quick check on the open face, and he's out of there. Next wave setting up for a barrel ride for Flores. The two-time pipe master and previous Teahupo'o champ knew that he just wanted to get barreled in these conditions. Lays down a couple of tracks and gets out of there.
Well, you would imagine that was Wade Carmichael's wave with second priority if he didn't make the mistake with the priority and give Jeremy that wave, which potentially is one of the better waves of the heat. Tube ride was seen quite deep. It'd be interesting to see the replay because it looked like there was some chandeliering bits out of the lip on that one. As we watch this one, you watch, he just straight up, he knows, grabs the rail, there's that chandelier, falls down on top of him, but his momentum and speed is there and he just flies through that one. And this will give us a real opportunity. Nice snap there and then cuts out before that closeout section on the dry reef. Here's another angle, Joey.
I love that angle deep. How was that foam ball section here?
Well ridden. Could, very easily could have slowed your momentum down, had you a little too deep or knocked you off your board. But Jeremy Flores has been in that position so many times before. It's just like having brekkie for him, simple. It's that familiarity with reef breaks that he has.
This is Duru. Third start in his career at Teahupo'o, Tahiti. First turn off the lip, second one off the roof. Layback hack. In a great position on all three of those maneuvers from Joan Duru. And previously he was kind of out in the open face wrapping. How'd you like the start of this first section?
He could see that this one was going to grow and build down the line. Beautiful carve out of the top, clean. This is nice vertical re-entry. And then this turn here, just jams it in the lip, throws the tail. Great style, great control, cuts out, completes it. Had a little more fire in them, didn't they? A little more sting. And it kind of, I was feeling that one.
Rolling in now with Flores, up and out. Just keeping tabs on every little corner that's coming through. Standing by for numbers of the barrel, then standing by for those verticals. Joe Chappelle alongside 88 world champ Barton Lynch for the call as we see a couple of little opportunities approaching. Carmichael with priority, but further down towards the west bowl is Joan Duru just picking up this wave up and out.
Yeah, quick in and out, not seeing what he wanted there.
Back to that with more action to follow here. Flores. Quick wrap to start. Bit of a grower and size down the line. Deep off the bottom, nice vertical. Perfect timing. Wraps it, kicks out before it goes dry on the reef, and he's backed up his barrel ride.
And a good scoop, without priority, he saw something in that wave that at the takeoff wasn't apparent really to us on the screen. Down the line, he saw that section standing up. He knew there'd be some volume in it, the opportunity to really, hit it hard, get some points, and back up and get a second score, and quite possibly the lead. With 6 minutes to go, we're near on, 29 minutes have flown by already. You want to be getting your two scores and be in that position where you can wait.
How easy is this wave to serve?
Well, here's that section that he saw. See it stand up and grow down the line. He just hits it beautifully. Great timing. Not going to be better than the 6-point tube ride. Most probably a little underneath those other couple of fives, the 5.5 of Wade and the 5.27 of Joan. I imagine that wave will be a little bit below, but will be the best second scoring ride that anyone has. I think the judges have given a clear indication that, hey, we recognise there's not a lot of tubes out there, so if you can rip one, we're going to give you scores that'll count.
Set up work for Flores just to get down the line. Nice sweep off the roof. Not going to affect his top two just with one maneuver. And just staying active with 2:30 remaining on the clock.
1 minute 55. The back end of heats just flies by. Here's Wade Carmichael.
Carmichael needing a 4.51. Little power punch off the lip. Driving into a huge vertical. Nails it. Stretched out bottom turn. Great timing for Carmichael off the lip. And now he's out of there. So throwing some water to the sky with 90 seconds to go. Chasing just a 4.51.
I'd say he gets it clearly. I feel like that was better than the 5.5. When you think of it just in terms of surfing, better than the 6.17, even though he got the tube. That turn, here we go. I can't wait to see this replay. This one's way up the point, isn't it? It's got a lot of length in it, so he knows that he's adapted his position. This turn was beautiful. Watch this one. I love how he holds the bottom turn, draws it around and just whips it in the pocket into a fourth little hit there and then out before the closeout section. Under pressure, it allowed that section to stand up, allowed him to get there at the perfect time.
So we're standing by for scores. Jeremy probably feeling that he needs something. Is up now, coming into his second section. A little down carve, setting up the lip to hit. Doesn't have a whole lot of help from the wave here. Kind of create a moment for himself on the inside, attacking the lip. And he'll step off.
He knew Wade Carmichael got something and he knew he had to improve on that 3.83, and that was the focus on that ride.
Unbelievable. Wade Carmichael doesn't act like a typical rookie. He's got that comfort level behind him and he knows how to win when he needs a moment in the clutch. 12.23, skips round two, right into round three action.